you. Are you the one who's not listening to me about the dangers of cardboard fursuits? Yeah? Well, I got a bone to pick with you, buddy. Y'all don't listen. Y'all just don't listen. You don't reason. You don't listen to me. I'm trying to save your life. I'm trying to save your life, and I'm still getting stupid comments like this. I am going to make a list to show you all the reasons why cardboard fursuits are not okay. And you know, that whole thing of, oh, it's their fursuit, let them do what they want. No. That applies to, you can act in your character however you want. You can do whatever you want in your fursuit. You cannot make a fursuit out of crappy materials, then tell people it's okay, and have people getting hurt. That is not okay. You are endangering other people in the fandom if you say that this is okay. And I have to wear my full suit, because people don't listen to partial suitors. Full suitors are the only ones who get views nowadays. So, Blue Bear Boy, Ulfric, is going to lecture you as to why, if you have a cardboard fursuit, if you want to make a cardboard fursuit, if you're defending cardboard fursuits, you are stupid. You, in the purest form, you are stupid. And here is all the reasons why. First up, you cannot wash a cardboard fursuit. If you put cardboard even remotely in water, it will shrivel up entirely and you will lose your fursuit. It will evaporate. Your fursuit is gone. And guess what? That's a big issue because you need to wash your fursuit. Fursuits are big. They're very hot. You are going to be breathing and fogging up this fursuit. It's going to be filled with all of your little bacteria. It's going to be covered in dirt. There is so much nasty stuff inside of fursuits. That's why I'm washing Ray right now, because she needs a bath really badly. Like, you need to wash your fursuit. There is a major controversy going on TikTok right now. I'm not going to say the names of anyone involved because I don't want to get involved in drama. But there is a really popular TikToker on there who is getting a lot of negative attention because they don't wash their fursuits. Their fursuits used to be white, and now the fursuits are brown. The fur is matted. They look disgusting. The eyes are falling apart. Like, you can tell that this fursuit has been horribly mistreated and is only a year old. Ray, my other suit, she's 3 years old, and she is still perfectly white because I take care of her. If you cannot wash your fursuit is going to look disgusting. It is going to fall apart. No one is going to want to hang out with you. You are going to smell bad. You must wash your fursuit if you own a fursuit. You must. It is not an option. You must wash your fursuit. You must take care of it. And if you have a cardboard fursuit, that's not an option. Therefore, dare I say, it's not even a fursuit. It's just a disgusting piece of cardboard that you glued some fur to and dared to call it a fursuit when you can't even wash it or do anything with it because it's going to fall apart. De-stressing. Reason number 2. I can't make it 2. Reason number 2. Reason number 2 as to why you should never, ever build, make, wear, whatever, a cardboard fursuit. This is the most important thing, and that is your fursuit is going to get moldy. And I know in the last one everyone was saying, well, what if I just wear it for only like a little bit, like then it will grow mold? Guess what? Your breath is full of moisture. That's why you have the hot breath feeling. Like, your breath, it is full of bacteria. It is full of saliva. It is full of water. It is full of salt, all of which will damage the cardboard. If you wear that thing for less than a minute, your nasty, stinky breath is going to get all over on it. You are going to get it wet no matter what. That is what fursuits do. That's why they are foam, because they take in that moisture. That's why you gotta wash your fursuits, because they're nasty. So, when you breathe into a fursuit, no matter how big the mouth hole is, at least some of that moisture is going to get trapped up in here somewhere. Like, anyone who's a fursuit owner would know that if you take it off, those things 9 times out of 10 are soaking wet on the inside. Not just because of sweat, but also because of your mouth moisture. Meaning, and even if you wear it for just minutes at a time, you are going to get it nasty. You are going to get it nasty. And there is going to be mold, because the favorite place for mold to grow is in dark, wet places like the inside of a cardboard fursuit head. This is why you must use foam or resin, because those don't let mold grow. But with cardboard, there's all these little layers. Cardboard is layered, and they get stuck in that deep, dark, dank place, and there you have a perfect mold growing ground. It will grow mold, and mold can kill you. It can kill you, and I will elaborate into that in the next point. Next reason as to why you should never, ever, ever use a cardboard fursuit is because of the mold. It's not just that it's nasty, but you can die. And people are saying, well, mold is not that dangerous, like I'll be fine if I just wait for a few minutes that time. Guess what? You or somebody who borrows your fursuit could have undiagnosed respiratory issues. I went my entire life having a respiratory issue that I did not know about. I just thought that I was bad at exercise and that kind of stuff. But no, it turns out that I have a literal condition that makes it very, very hard for me to breathe. And I didn't know about it. And there is probably somebody that you know, or you, who has a similar condition that you do not know about. Meaning, if somebody with a weakened immune system or weakened respiratory system, if they breathe in that mold, you could be risking somebody's life. Even if you're like, oh, but I'm completely fine. My respiratory system is fine. My immune system is fine. There could be something that you don't know about. You could be planting a bomb on yourself. You could literally be putting a death mask down onto your head by breathing in mold. I remember on my last video on this, somebody commented that their friend was in the hospital because of this. This is serious. You must take this seriously. You must take the most extreme caution, and the way of doing that is by not using cardboard. Next reason. That's right, this list is still going. There is still more reasons as to why you should not use cardboard, and that is because the proper fursuit making materials are very cheap. They are so cheap. You can avoid all this trouble for like 20 bucks. Like, it's, if you just want to make a crappy fursuit, you can do that with like 40 bucks with some craft fur that you got at Joann's, with some like cheap foam that you got like 20 bucks for an entire roll of it. It is so, it's so low cost just to get foam. It's not that hard. Risking your life is not worth $20. If you cannot afford to get the materials for a fursuit, do not make a fursuit. You must get foam or resin or whatever else is safe for the base. This goes with paper too. Do not make a fursuit in a cheap, disgusting way like this. It's going to fall apart, it will grow mold, and you are putting yourself in danger for an animal costume that you could be making for less than 50 bucks. It's really not that hard to understand. Next reason. Yep, I'm still going. The final reason, there's probably more, but this is just the last one that I'm going to mention, is that your life is not worth a cardboard fursuit. It's just not worth the risk. If you're that desperate for a fursuit, go look on Furbuy. I found fursuits for 60 bucks on there. If you're that desperate, go get a dino mask. They're like 30 bucks at most. Go get a mouth mover. Those are like, I've never seen those past 50. If you are that desperate for a fursuit, there is ways to get them that will last longer, that are safer. It's not worth it. I know that some of you little 10-year-olds in the comments are like, but I want a fursuit now. You are not old enough for a fursuit. If you are that desperate to get a fursuit that you are resorting to this, you are not responsible enough to take care of a fursuit. You must do research. You must put care and effort and love into getting a fursuit. It is something that you are going to be committed to, something that you must take care of. It's like having another pet. If you want to use a cheap route and just use cardboard, you are doing it wrong. Yes, there is a wrong way to get a fursuit, and using cardboard is one of them. Same with paper. Maybe you're saying, but I just want to experiment with cardboard or paper. I just want to see if my sculpting skills are good. That's fine, but it's not going to help you that much, because if you're using paper or cardboard, it's not going to translate that well into foam. It's completely different materials. If you want to practice, just buy the actual material that you're planning to use. You must use proper materials for a fursuit. It is not worth your life or risking it. It's just not. And I know this is a little bit redundant, but I'm trying to drill it into your brains. You guys don't understand. There is no way that you can make cardboard safe. You can't waterproof it. That stuff is toxic. You can breathe it in. You can't duct tape it. Your moisture will still manage to sneak in through the seams and stuff. You can't make cardboard safe. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. There is nothing that you can possibly do that is going to make cardboard safe. And I do believe that is the end of my rant. And hopefully, somebody out there is listening to me. Please don't do this. Do not make a cardboard fursuit. If you do, I am disowning you. I am disowning you if you make a cardboard fursuit. You are no longer allowed in the Ray Ray family. Ray Ray family, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.